Hi, I'm Jeremy Pollack, and you're about to watch a lesson in self-defense. Remember, our goal in this world is not to create more violence and aggression, but rather to try to create more peace and harmony whenever we can. So we're going to use these techniques only as a last resort in the preservation and defense of innocent life. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so today we're going to go over the close quarters frontal attack. This is the most common attack seen by police and law enforcement. The reason is because most people stab when they attack. They don't necessarily slash. They stab because a lot of people learn how to stab in prison. They only have shanking weapons. So we see probably 70% of attacks on the street with a knife come in a stabbing motion. And this is going to be the general way they're stabbing. They've got one hand here and they're stabbing here. A lot of times this is going to be a surprise attack. They're right next to us and all of a sudden they come up to us and start stabbing. Okay? So the thing that we've got to do is very similar to our regular frontal attack when they start stabbing, right? Both hands here, both hands on that weapon. Okay? You can go big to small if you need to. You can go big, okay? So getting that big X and then moving down. If you practice a lot, try to get that accuracy down and try to go to here, getting both hands on that weapon. As I do this, I'm tucking my belly and I'm getting both arms straight. Okay? So I've got a good solid balance downwards. Both arms straight and tucking my belly, trying to get that belly away from that knife. He's got his hands up here, so now it's really tough for me to get in to my normal position, which is here, right? That's my normal position. That's where I want to get to. I might be able to do it by moving this hand out, okay, and coming in. However, it's really tough if he's being really strong about it, and I can't do this, right? He's putting all his energy this way. So we're here. A lot easier to do would be to just pop this elbow and come around this way. Okay? Now I've got nice and tight to his back. I've got control of this knife here with both hands. I'm going to use one hand and bring it out to the side where he doesn't have that knife. Okay? Again here, I'm going to pop this elbow. Coming around, I've got control here with both hands. Now, for some reason, interestingly enough, a lot of people don't think to hand it off. This would be a very good handoff place for him. But when I'm sparring with a lot of people, for some reason, their brains don't work. They just don't hand it off. They keep this knife, right? You didn't think about that. Yeah. So when we're here, what I want to do as quickly as possible, so he doesn't get the idea to hand it off, what I want to do as quickly as possible is take this hand and scoop this hand out and wrap it up. Okay, this is where I want to get to. Okay, so from here, again, I've got it control. I'm going to pop, come around. As soon as possible, I'm going to bring this out and get this control here. This comes over, wraps to here. A lot of times he's going to start struggling, and I'm just going to drop. I'm going to try to get down to the ground. When I get him to the ground, he's got a lot less leverage. Okay? He's got a lot less leverage, a lot more, less ability to move. When I get to here, this is when I can start to do my different things. A lot of times he'll let go if I just crank hard enough on his wrists like that. Got to be careful with that other hand. But a lot of times he'll let go, right? And then I can have the knife, step on it, whatever. Or if not, if he doesn't let go, that's okay. I just bring him around to my rear position and bring him down flat again, okay? He's going to come in. I'm going to control, pop him around, come this way, grab it out here. As soon as I can, I'm going to get him to the ground. And now I've got some control. He has less leverage. I'm going to get some control on him. Okay, and he's got the knife. I can rip it, or I can turn it back onto him here. That's our most common attack. That's our close quarters frontal attack with a knife. Stay tuned for more.
Okay, we're done.